In this lesson, we'll introduce the concept of quantification. Quantification, for the purposes of Navisworks, means taking off the amount and type of materials that are included in your project. In order to access the quantification tools, first, go to the Home tab. Then, from under the Tools panel, click the button that says Quantification. A window will appear, by default at the center bottom of the screen, called the Quantification Workbook. This window is the primary work center that you will utilize when you are conducting quantification operations. In particular, from this point, you will be able to record either automatic or manual takeoffs. You can also change the view that you use for the quantification workbook, either item view or resource view. We'll show you now how to set that up. First, click the Project Setup button at the top left of the quantification workbook. If this is the first time that you've selected the quantification tool, you'll see a window pop up, asking you whether you want to view the quantification tutorials. You can choose either yes, to view the tutorials immediately, remind me later, to defer viewing the tutorials until the next time you use the quantification project setup, or never, which will prevent that notice from appearing again. For right now, we're going to go with remind me later. Once you're past the tutorial, you'll see the Quantification Setup wizard appear. The first thing it asks you to do is select which catalog you want to use. You can use a listed catalog, or you can browse to a catalog that's saved on your computer. For this project, we'll use the CSI 16 catalog. So left-click to select it, then press Next. The next step will give you the option of choosing whether you want to use imperial or metric measurements. Imperial measurements are most common in America, while metric measurements are used throughout the rest of the world. Choose which unit is most appropriate to your project, and then click Next. On this third screen, you'll be able to select more specifically what units you want for what measurements. For instance, you can change the model length from feet to inches or micro-inches or the like. You can also click the button Show Metric and Imperial Units to show both metric and imperial when you finish your takeoff. The very last screen, as you can see, is simply notifying you that your setup is complete. When you're ready, you can now press the Finish button, and the quantification tool will set up your takeoff database right in the quantification workbook. When the database loads in, you can see on the left-hand side of the window all the different items that populate the workbook, which are in turn all the items that constitute your 3D model. These items then will be used to categorize all the different elements that will make up your takeoff, which we will work on in subsequent lessons.